Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. This is the Declasse Draugur, and I'm about to find out if it'll off-road. We are back for our fourth week of the Criminal Enterprises season of Will It Off-Road. In this truck, oh my goodness. I mean, can you call it a truck? I think it's a truck. It's an off-road vehicle. The real world truck this is based off of, the Chevy off-road prototype, is based upon their full-size pickup truck platform. So, I don't know, I guess you can call it a pickup truck. All I know is this thing is incredible off-road. It has a really low off-road traction loss, which means it doesn't slow down very much in the dirt. It maintains its grip really well. It doesn't have the highest top speed, but in most off-roading situations, top speed isn't what you're going for. You need, decent acceleration to get you out of tricky bits, and of course on this mountain to kind of get you out of the corners and the twisty bits that come through. And as we saw right there, the suspension travel is enormous on this thing. And because of that, it just soaks up every bump, every jump landing, and it really just inspires a lot of confidence when you're off-roading. And because of that, I was able to push this thing a lot harder than 99% of the vehicles that we test in Will It Off-Road. A lot of the cars, because, well, one, they're cars, but even a lot of the off-road vehicles don't have the best suspension travel, or they're a little bouncy, or they don't have the best grip. And because of that, you don't have the confidence to just constantly open it up like I'm able to do with this. By the way, is it Draugur? Draugur? I've even heard Draugur from NASA. I guess they're NASA, they're smart, but that doesn't mean they know how to pronounce words. I don't know. It doesn't matter. All I know is I absolutely love this truck. And as you can tell, as high up as we are at the mountain, in under 2 minutes, if you are familiar with Will It Off-Road, this is going to get a very, very good time. In fact, during testing of this, because I just wanted to test it out and be sure I was confident, I got it up in a 2:02, but we weren't recording, so it's unofficial, but I did get it up in about 2 minutes, 2 seconds. In this particular run, we are up 2 minutes, 12 seconds. So will it off-road? Oh, fuck yes. Holy, this thing. Wow. It's quick. It is quick off-road. It is unbelievably fast off-road. That 212.20, which is 20 frames at the end, so it's about a third of a minute, or a third of a second at the end. So basically 212.33 makes it the new number one in off-roads out of 35 that we have tested for Will It Off-Road. It is 10.27 seconds faster than the Vagrant, which for a while held the Will It Off-Road record. It is number one out of the 7 Criminal Enterprises vehicles that we have tested. 24.43 seconds faster than the Torero XO, or as I call it, the Torero Hugs and Kisses. And out of 348 vehicles that we have tested as of this video in total in Will It Off-Road, it is the new number one. It is 2.03 seconds faster than the Reaver. The Reaver and whatever the other bike that came out with that DLC, both took the number one and number two spots with whatever that DLC was called with the agencies and Dr. Dre. I generally can't remember. I just woke up about half an hour ago and I'm recording this voiceover, which you can probably hear in my voice. But what was that DLC called? I don't know. The Contract? Something like that. Wow, ended up him racing right on my tail. He was really rooting for this truck to get a good speed, so I think he was really encouraging me to go by staying right on my bumper throughout most of the run. No encouragement was needed, though, because I wanted this thing to be number one, which is why I pushed really hard. But, of course, that's what I was worried about on the ascent. was rolling over, because in my first couple practice runs, it did roll over on me in a couple different places, which is why I took it on a practice run. Because with a high performance vehicle, by the way, we're down 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Watch everybody's jumps here. With a really high performance off-roader, just like with supercars on a racetrack, there is a very clear limit of what they can do. And if you exceed that limit, you are brutally punished. But if you can keep it at that limit and push it, you get, this is an Avenger, you can get really, really great performance out of them. So I did what I normally don't do in Will It Off-Road, and I practiced a couple times. Only 2 or 3 times. Actually, I think it was only twice. I just wanted to be sure I knew how this truck responded in all of the different segments of the Will It Off-Road climb, because it just seems like you're driving up a mountain, but try it. Your driving style changes constantly going up Mount Chiliad, because you're constantly dealing with turns, with bumps, with not bumps, with smooth bits, with bits that have bushes, and you're constantly altering what you're doing when you're climbing the mountain. So I just wanted to be sure I knew how it was going to respond in each stretch, and that's why we were able to get a new #1 time out of it. And I am so pleased, because I just got shoved backwards by Scramjet. By the way, if your Scramjet's missing, go check out my video about that. I love this. I clear the wood pile in the most unconventional way possible. We're down 1 minute, 20 seconds. Let's take a look at the damage on the Draugur, whatever. All the front lights are gone. The hood will not close. And, I don't know, it looks to me like a couple of the wheels are just ever so slightly bent. So, yeah. We'll take a look at our support vehicles, and yeah, they all definitely worse for the wear. Definitely worse for the wear. But that's going to bring us to our next vehicle. Also from the Declasse, also a truck. And that's about all they have in common. The Declasse Yosemite. Please don't pronounce it Yosemite. You're just embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing me if you pronounce it that way. It's Yosemite. And it's a muscle car or a muscle truck that has no brakes. I almost passed our starting line because it sits so low. That was its feeble attempt at a wheelie. Hikers are being shot down. Hobo decided he's going to be a camera ship today and follow us up in his Avenger. And this thing was an absolute handful. You know, that's just a precursor of what's to come, losing grip in that corner. I love racing with this truck. It's not the grippiest thing in the corners, but it has decent acceleration and decent speed. And if you can manage its weight and just a lack of grip, then you could do really well with it. So I enjoy racing with it. However, here on the mountain with its low suspension, especially with the hydraulics, it lowers you down as you slow down. It's a bit of a liability, and it has trouble putting its power down. But you know what doesn't have trouble putting its power down? Will It Off-Road Bingo, worst segue ever. Which you can play by checking out the link in the description down below. And once you're there, you click on generate a new card, and then you tap or click on things on your card as they happen in the video. And if you should just so happen to get bingo, I want to hear about it in the comments down below. Or you can tell us about it on the Vainglorious Discord server. We would absolutely love to have you hang out with us. And we, you know, might just have you play GTA with us or one of the other multiplayer games. We're about to start some Wreckfest. We do Raft, occasionally Astroneer, and some Forza. Or Forza Horizons 5, 4, 27, whatever number Forza we're currently on. There's a scramjet way over there on the wrong side of the mountain. I just saw it in the distance. But yeah, if you play on PC and you're a member of the Vainglorious Discord, you'll be welcome to take part in our community videos and streams. And Will It Off-Road is a community video. It didn't start off that way, but that is what it has become. And I wouldn't have it any other way. My God, the brakes of this thing are so bad. I nearly missed my turn. And of course, on the Vainglorious supporters, oh, gave myself away there. On the Vainglorious Discord, we have a Vainglorious supporters channel that is open to Patreon members or supporters, Twitch subscribers, and YouTube members. And if you have your respective service linked, you get access to that bit of lag right there. But you also get access to a behind-the-scenes version of Will It Off-Road that is ad-free. Does not feature this normal commentary. It has our banter in Discord. And of course, like I said, ad-free. It's also less edited, so you can see a lot of the outtakes and other behind-the-scenes type stuff. And in my opinion, it's the better version of Will It Off-Road. So become a channel supporter through one of those three methods, and you can get access to that channel on Discord, which is where I post the links to the behind-the-scenes videos, which I'm going to have plenty of time to do because, yeah, again, when you slow down in this truck, it lowers, which makes this climb and even this general area of Mount Chiliad incredibly, incredibly difficult to handle. It was a pain, but we're finally up 3 minutes, 33 seconds. By the way, how good does Donkey's Yosemite Rancher look? That orange one we just saw. Fantastic looking truck. I really like it. One of the best ones I've seen. I like it more than I like my own, and that's saying a lot. So Shin's facing, ready to go down. So is Charlie over there on the right. I don't know what happened to Donkey. Well, Shin's facing, ready to shoot somebody. I think he was shooting the Avenger out of the sky. But with that time of 3:33, the Yosemite, out of 37 muscle cars that we have tested, is number 26. Ouch. It is 7.78 seconds slower than an Impante Phoenix? No. It's Phoenix. Oh, God. Oh, somebody else lack of brakes through those. Charlie and his peyote gasser. But 7.78 seconds slower than a Phoenix. 1.4 seconds faster than the Vapid Blade, one of my favorite muscle cars. Out of 348 vehicles we've tested, it only does better than 99, and well over half of those 99 couldn't even get up the mountain. 249th. It is 0.3 seconds slower than the Tiny Hateful car by Benefactor, whose name I do not say. And it is 0.4 seconds faster than the Fudo. The Fudo also struggles to get grip, and that's why it didn't get up the mountain very fast. So, yeah, that's kind of where it stands. I don't know what happened there. I think I just didn't have enough speed, and I just, when I went over the jump, just caused the nose to go boop, straight down, and that was that. We're also getting hung up by every single bush in this, and it's just, this was a handful. You know, the first truck with the Draugur, man, it was just confidence inspiring and just fun and absolutely great. This was work and treachery and always constantly worried that at any given moment was going to end in calamity. Almost hit a tree. Managed to narrowly avoid it because I have amazing driving skills. Or just luck. It's probably just luck. But, you know, we're going to go with amazing driving skills, just to give it the benefit of the doubt. Definitely taking it easy, though, because the run up and now back down, and it didn't matter that I'm taking it easy. It still struggles. I do love this truck, though. It's a beautiful truck. As much as I think the hydraulics are kind of pointless, I do kind of like the fact that it has that slammed... Oh, hi, Charlie. I like that it has that slammed posture, stance, suspension, whatever. When it's just sitting, it looks kind of cool. I just wish I could manually raise it up to have a little more ground clearance and maybe do a little bit better when I'm driving it, I don't know, up mountain. We had to wait for nighttime to pass because of that wheelie. It's just pathetic. I think somebody shot me as I started my climb, or my fall, my climb. There's another Avenger. I don't know what it was with Avengers. being in our damage descent route. I think people kept shooting the Avengers out of the sky. Was the problem, and like with EMP grenades or something, and they were just falling down there. Thankfully, nobody got stuck on the Avenger, but yeah, probably not the best idea to have Avengers in the way. Maybe we'll not have that happen in the future, or maybe we will. Who knows? But yes, that was just a subtle little thing there. J-Bo's and Donkey. Actually, I don't know who it was. I know one time was J-Bo's. I think Donkey was the other time. Wow. Speaking of J-Bo's, I just saw him go flying in a scrimjay. He's gone. Absolutely gone. I'm not, though. I'm struggling to keep this thing on its wheels. And, keep it going forward. It's a struggle. Donkey, look at that. That thing even looks good tumbling down the mountain. It's a good color. The livery works with it really well. The only thing I don't like about the rusty liveries in GTA is that the chrome and the wheels and things like that are on the vehicle don't also get the rust treatment. I wish that Rockstar could make that possible, just to give a comprehensive look. I cannot get this thing turned around. It doesn't help that everybody was hitting me and still hitting me. I'm like almost to last now, but it's all right. But this thing sits so low and has such trouble getting its grip in the dirt that this whole descent, the whole thing was just, this is not something you want to take off-roading. I mean, yeah, it'll make it to the top of the mountain, but my God, you don't want to use it. But we are down and in the middle of the road due to lack of brakes in 2 minutes, 2 seconds. So let's take a look at the damage on the Yosemite. All the lights are gone. The cab windows are missing. The hood is missing. The right fender, the right door, the left door won't close. It has some slight body damage, and there's even a slight engine rattle. So we have some engine damage as well. So we're going to take a look at our support vehicles. And after this rear shot, I don't know, somehow they all blew up. I don't know, maybe some guys sitting behind them with a grenade launcher. Maybe. But that's going to do it for this week's Willed Off-Road. Make sure you're playing Willed Off-Road Bingo. And if you want to see how all the Willed Off-Road vehicles stacked up, check the link in the description down below for the Willed Off-Road spreadsheet. And come hang out with us on the Vainglorious Discord server. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.